Hi guys, hi everyone. Again, this is Toby and welcome to LalakingMahiwaga podcast from Chamber of Euphoria. Um, it's like a little bit strange, you know, and I'm gonna record a new podcast episode. Okay, like a certain topic that I'm going to discuss anyway, and it's weird because this topic is actually requested by by a woman that I actually met, and it's kind of random anyway. Um, like the topic that I'm going to record, and also what she just requested. The topic says, "What are you willing to do?" And all I know that this catchphrase is actually like from a song, but it's kind of poetic in some way if I'm going to like think and read it twice. Like there's like a double entendre meaning hidden, on these phrases. But let's go ahead and tackle and let's talk about this certain topic. What are you willing to do in order to have you, or in order to have what you really want? That's actually my additional phrase on that specific certain topic. Yeah, let's say, what are you willing to do in order to have what you really want? Let me tell you this one, guys, okay? For my avid listeners, let me tell you this. Our mind is a giant blender, okay? It's really obsessive. It blends our thoughts that once were solid, turning them into a puree. Now, by stressing and overthinking, our mind blends until the thought itself loses its meaning. It always analyzes, worries, and tries to predict the future, but it always wants more. It always sees obstacles first, but again, it gives up and then rises again. Our mind raises the alarm each day, growing stronger, begging us to notice, to become aware. And then we look around and search for solutions. We want to change things for the better. Now, this is the question, okay? What are you willing to do to have what you want? It stands out and it will always stay there. It will be knocking on your mind's door until we can't ignore it anymore. Now, let me tell you this, take a moment to reflect. Imagine the busy world stops and it's waiting for your answer. What would it be? So, ano nga yun? Like, what the fuck is the fucking answer anyway? What is your answer? Who or what would you have to let go of to move to the right place in the future. Like to the place where you were always destined to be. What are you willing to do? Now take an honest look, okay? Where is your heart? Let me ask you this one. When you stop and reflect, a good thing happens. A layer by layer, we come closer to the truth. All the things we thought we should want or other people wanted for us that might have been well presented on a fucking paper falls apart. And those shards of a broken mirror of reflection upon our life, we realize one simple thing. What would it be? Though we might have been successful in what we were doing or currently do, but then again, if it never filled you with passion or meaning, because the only place we end up is a state of complete dissatisfaction. Have you ever felt frustrated by the lack of compelling sense of purpose? As if you weren't applying your main strengths and assets the way you had to? It's actually being misplaced. What are you willing to do? And then the second question is, what holds us back from doing what we want? Let's actually go to the beginning, okay? Where does it actually start? Did you ask yourself? Does it begin with a clear awareness of what might be causing resistance within you? Or you might be an hostage of your own or someone else limiting belief that of what you can or should do. Ideas like that hold us back. They prevent us from trying different approaches, demanding us to stay right where we are. It holds us back and leads to self sabotage. Let me give you an example. As an example, alright, I used to be an adept of a limiting idea that if I let people get closer, they would hurt. Now judge me, okay, or make a mess in my fucking world. I lock myself in my own fucking universe. I was exploring ideas further, enriching my mind with knowledge. I read books. I watched documentaries and music from Chopin, Mozart, Vivaldi was playing in the fucking background the whole time. They became my friends, exactly. There was nothing I wanted more than to erase myself from the social map of this fucking world. I shut myself down from people for years and remained in my own fucking world until it started to shrink. Solitude is a choice, but isolation is really deadly. I had to get out and make right connections with people regardless of the limiting belief that I held back from new experiences. I cannot imagine the set of limiting beliefs you might have and might hold you back as we speak. But I'm well aware of what it's like to feel worthless and as if we have nothing meaningful to give to this world. Not true. This has to change, okay? What are you willing to do? You are you with your unique blend of knowledge and skills. You sure have a lot to offer to this world. Never get discouraged by the limiting, subconscious ideas or someone else's opinions on how you should run your life. In fact, break free from ideas, pause and reflect. What is it that you want to do with your life? If what you do right now doesn't bring up a profound sense of meaning, start trying other things. It's insane to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. What are you willing to do in order to have what you really want? There is no need to wait for the right time. A right time is now. Stop postponing your happiness until tomorrow. Let me tell you this, okay? Life is happening now. Never allow waiting to become a habit. Live your dreams and take a risk. Again, what's the question? What are you willing to do? But the follow up question is, where shall I start? First, begin with determination of your fundamental values, okay? Let me tell you this. Take a moment. What are the 5 to 10 things that matter the most to you in your life? Once your priorities are set, design your life that backs all your values or the most of that list. Now, if you've been feeling misplaced, then show yourself out of that state. Sometimes it takes years of probes and fails until you figure out where your passion is. Some of a contrary jump and plunge straight into discovering their unlimited, power within. What are you willing to do? The truth that hides behind doing what you love. Create the things you wish existed. What is the truth that hides behind doing what you love anyway? I'm gonna tell you this. I was in the office day and night, business meetings all over the globe, 3 to 4 times a week. I was like used, sometimes, by my house, going to office, blah blah blah, vice versa. That I completely forgot what my bedroom walls look like. But though I love traveling, my friends had the wrong idea that the whole setup of going with work is just like this. Yet I saw nothing but conference room and blah blah. What the fuck is this? I felt dissatisfied, and that was the reason to stop, think, and make some new choices. The displeasure is what kicks us at first. It indicates that you have to take a closer look at your chosen path and change it necessary. What are you willing to do? Sometimes I feel intimidated by leaving my comfort zone to start something new and meaningful, but the desire to create something new was greater than fear that was trying to hold me back. I realized that any limits I had were just a part of my imagination and fear. I always had big imagination, but I never had the set of skills to express it the way I wanted. So I dove into the world of arts. I attended art classes, I met new friends, like minded people. It was really fun. I never felt so content in fucking years, and that amazed me. It brought entirely new meaning into my life. Finally, I found a missing piece of the puzzle that I felt complete. And from this one, I got into things I always wanted to learn. We can always learn on anything we want. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. Now remember my first lesson. Okay, I was really too nervous, alright? Like my hands actually felt funny, and they were made of rubber, disconnected with no clue how to reflect my imagination onto the fucking canvas. The place I found myself starting something new is really exciting in the place I wanted to be. But seems like different cliffs with deep fear in between. Now, what are you willing to do? Everyone thinks they have limits, but where people stop short of their potential. But in conclusion, honestly, look at your life right now, okay? Do you like what you do? Does it fill you with meaning and passion? Does it make you feel content and complete? If not, have the courage to take a leap of, faith and change. Now, what are you willing to do in order to do what you really want? No matter how long it might take you to find your bliss, never settle until you do. The truth is, you're not giving up any pressures when you go after your happiness. The only things you give up in your old life that made you feel unsatisfied and unhappy. Yes, sometimes it takes years to become an overnight success, but it's worth every step you took on the way of discovering your true unlimited potential. A year from now, you may wish you had started today. Now, let me ask you again, what are you willing to do in order to have what you really want? Again, this is Toby, and thank you for listening to LalakingMahiwaga podcast. And that is for today's episode. Sayonara, Mina.